Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's premium review in which we're gonna take a look at the Soviet Spit. Yeah, finally we got it. And in the last sale with a 30% discount, which was nice. Looks nice, by the way, this plane. For some reason, I know it's green, it's nothing spectacular, but I like it. I like it for some reason. It's pretty similar to the British version. As we take the plane up, getting a hit on this guy. There's another Spit in the area. As you know, the Spitfires have a great climb rate, and this Russian Spit doesn't lag behind. It's fantastic in the climb. And we reached a good 7,000 meters before we looked around and found these Spitfires flying around. Take a little dive and we are finally engaging them. That's not enough lead there. We're gonna go into a little bit of a dogfight here. He turns over pretty nicely and he's gonna get a shot here, but we managed to avoid pulling the wings underneath and pulling up, and his shot went underneath, and now we will dive on him, getting a shot here, and yes, we got the aim right, blasting him from the sky. This is very nice. Got a P-47 up high, a Corsair up high, and a Spitfire in the neighborhood. We went after the Spitfire, and of course in a dive with this thing, it can climb great, but it's not great in a dive. The top speed in a dive isn't great, and once you get fast, you risk ripping your wings in this plane. In a lot of Spitfires, by the way. We do shoot this guy out of the sky though, no problemo, as he pulls up. Second kill. Now we only have that P-47 left. But yeah, wing rips can happen. That's why you gotta be careful in a dive, and take your time. Take your time. But if you do that, the plane is of course fantastic. The roll rate is pretty good. The acceleration is good. Energy retention is decent. Combined with the climb rate, the plane can do some pretty good energy fighting, and is of course fantastic in a turn as well, making it a great turn fighter. Now the only problem is for boom and zooming is of course the characteristics in a dive and the vulnerability of the plane, so you cannot classify this thing as a boom and zoomer. You can make short runs though from altitude, which you will always reach in this plane. It's a fantastic climber. There are a few planes that are gonna get higher than you at this battle rating. Now as the P-47 came in there, we made a sharp turn at the right moment, exactly where I planned it, right over the hill in the little valley. And the P-47 was actually just gonna try to kill me because he recognized me. We hit the wing there pretty heavily and he crashes into the ground, losing his balance. And we get our third kill in this match, very nice. We're gonna get a ground target while we're at it. But yeah, so turn fighter, energy fighter, that's the way you should definitely use this. And from altitude you can make short booms, but long booms is impossible. So as a boom and zoomer it's not very well suited. But you can have it all right. The plane is an excellent energy fighter and a fantastic turn fighter. So that's enough to work with, I would say. Yeah, so there we go. We didn't get that last vehicle, but we did get a few trees though. Very important. Second match, again we climbed to about 6,000-7,000 meters. We met this Spitfire there. The Spitfire dived. Other Spitfires also dived, and I decided to go after this guy. As the fight developed, so we're still trying to. We have that sizzling sound when you're going close to the top speed. We were nowhere in the red yet though, but you know the sound I'm talking about when you go fast. Now he's coming in. My plan is to avoid and to then reset, see what he does. Now he's extending, so we're gonna turn after him in the vertical, picking up some altitude as we go. On the left we have a twin Mustang coming in with high speed. The Spitfire is extending from me. So this is a dangerous situation. Spitfire can and probably will turn around as we attack the twin Mustang, but we get a good shot here. This guy doesn't seem to think he is capable of being hit, but of course he is. He's giving me full profile as he turns right in front of me. Here comes the Spitfire, roll over. He is still trying to shoot me as his corpse is flying past me. Did get a hit in on my tail section, but the elevator, thank God, is not disabled, so I can still maneuver the plane. Decided to reload though and to repair. And as we got back into the air, we found a B-17 here at low altitude. He was trying to go through this gully and try to reach our ground targets. Let's see if we can get him. Of course, I always try to attack bombers from the front, and this is no exception. So we passed him, didn't attack him from behind, and we made split S as we attacked him from the front. Unfortunately, we miss our aim there a little bit and we do not get him. But this is my preferred tactic on bombers, attacking them from the nose. You can always get the pilot there and the nose section is often unprotected. As you go past, you can also aim a little bit at a wing or at an engine and try to catch fire there. So there's multiple options in this way. We're gonna make a second pass from the side, also pretty good. We do take a risk there as we come by, but on this piece it is a acceptable risk, I would say. We critted actually his right wing, and that makes him list over to the right, and he seems to be crashing into the ground. I do turn around already, but wasn't necessary anymore as he goes down. 9 minutes of fuel, 170 rounds left. I'm looking for another reload, which we did. Another landing. This was a long ass match, 43 minutes I believe, 40 minutes. Close to 40 minutes in any case. Very long match, and I think we landed 3 or 4 times actually. So here's the twin Mustang again, attacking one of my allies, TU2. Easily outturned the guy, of course. Let's see if he has an energy advantage or not. We are still closing on him. I have the superior climb rate. Although even the twin Mustang doesn't have bad climb rate, but we are better performing. We have a better performing climb than him. Now let's see, we are closing the gap here as he's trying to climb. Of course, in a dive he would be much faster than us with the excellent characteristics the twin Mustang has. In a dive he would run away from me in no time. But it looks like he wants to pull me over his airfield. We do get some hits in there though. And he wants to stay up. He wants to stay up into the clouds. So that makes it possible for me to stay very close to him. And in the meantime, while we get the AA on us, we are going into the clouds as well to hopefully stop the AA fire on our plane here. Because like I said, the Spitfire is a little bit of a vulnerable plane. It doesn't deal very well with damage. And the AA could rip you apart. In the end, after flying a few minutes in the clouds, I decided to use a blind hunt and found him again. Of course he couldn't see me in this mug, so we shoot him down, and easily within the 2 minutes. And this is actually the very first time in which I used a blind hunt and get the guy before the 2 minutes are gone. And what turns out is that actually blind hunt then skips to another plane and resets the 2 minute timer. Which I didn't experience, so for me this was a complete surprise. And quite a nice surprise, I must say. So we found this B-17, we are going for the left engine, see if we can get set a fire, and indeed we do set a fire on the left wing, the outer engine. And of course he is listing heavily to the left and he goes into the drink. Fantastic. And then the blind hunt skips to the third target, resetting its 2 minute timer again. This was brilliant. I learn something new every day, right? I mean, more than 3 years in the game, and learned that the blind hunt actually has 5 resets if you get them within the allotted time. Brilliant. And these 3 planes were actually also the 3 last planes. We again missed the lead on this Sterling and didn't get the shots into the cockpit, unfortunately. Look at the acceleration, it's quite nice with web. And this is even a shallow dive, it's not a very steep dive. We weren't very high. We lost the cannon rounds though. We have 6 minutes of fuel. I wanted to get this guy, we're pretty close to our main airfield though. So we can go back at any time, it's over there. We reset another time on this guy and we didn't get him. So after this and a little bit of damage we got on our engine, we decided to go back, land, repair. That guy is going back to his airfield and we have to go find him there. We have 4 kills under the belt and we're gonna see if we can get him. There he is on the airfield. And it looks like he just jayed out as I spot his dot. Yeah, he's gone. Second place in the team, 4 kills. And we move on to the AB match, where this thing is a beast of maneuverability. Fantastic. We have another Spitfire here. F Mark 9. Let's see if we can get this guy. There's another dude in the area. And they seem to be buddies. That AKSB guy who's shot there by one of my allies, and this other guy, this kaktwok or whatever. That's pretty funny for a Dutch. Kak means shit, so yeah, I can't look at that name without laughing. But those 2 guys took a notice and weren't happy that one of them got shot by me. They tried to find altitude again, and we had some nice confrontations with these guys in this match. Not the shortest match, which was nice. It was actually one of my longer matches with 9 minutes, I believe, which was quite nice. Now we shoot down the AKSB guy again, and I've got shit behind me there. I'm sorry, man, but that's just funny too, Dutch guy. And we are trying to outclimb him, but of course he is also in a Spitfire, so that's not gonna work that easily. There's a Typhoon in the area though, he seems to be attacking them over there. And let's see, yeah, we got several guys climbing up right now. And this G actually get a bounce off me, I think, because I didn't take any damage. Fuck, there is behind me again. We're gonna get this G2. He seems to be stalling out. Not a good idea with a Spitfire in the neighborhood. And we there have the other Spitfire piloted by Kak, and and we are extending. We hold the higher energy, and let's see if we can extend from him and get him. We are leading the pack right now with 3 kills and 1 assist. And yeah, he's still after me. There is a Corsair nearby that is gonna help me, and his buddy AKSB is coming in again. We're gonna take it into the vertical as the Kak turns off, and AKSB there. They are both engaging the Corsair. Let's see what we can do in a dive here. Of course, in a dive you have to be less careful in AB because the wings are less fragile and the plane can take more speed in a dive. And you can pull more maneuvers that way as well. We take out AK and we're pulling back up with the other guy behind us. 1.5 kilometers though. I'm taking it up into the vertical as I'm still holding some nice speed. Use the maneuverability of the plane. Do not turn too quickly. Adjust as I have to. We finally close the gap after some shenanigans. And here we go for the killing shot. And we're pulling back up. We've got his buddy coming in again, and I didn't keep count on how often I kill these two guys, but I believe pretty much all my kills came from them, except for the one guy we killed, the G2. Here comes Kak again, and he's pulling right up into my guns. It's quite funny. We take him out. And I do hear something. That is AKSB within 700 meters. And we're gonna make some rudder and elevator moves to put off his potential shots. I don't know if he's running stealth. Could be. And we are extending now 800 meters. And this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna extend a little bit before I decide to turn in. More than a kilometer to which we extended. He turns in and extends away from me. Let's see, he's turning in. See if we can get him. No, we get a hit in. Not exactly sure where. He's in a dive. And I'm not going that far down. There's too many people that are after me and that are climbing in the enemy team. In the end though, as we went back to the enemy spawn area where people come in, we got the end of the match and we lost, unfortunately, with 6 kills and 1 assist. Second place in the team, 22,000 silver lines and 2400 research points. No special rewards. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now, a thoroughly enjoyable plane which you can use as an energy fighter and a turn fighter. It has some fantastic characteristics for this role. It has a great climb rate, it has fantastic acceleration, good energy retention. It rolls pretty good and it has great turn time. It is very maneuverable, it's very agile. The plane is a little bit fragile though and doesn't behave very well in a dive, thus it is not very suited for the boom and zoom role. The weapons on the plane are pretty good though, with 2 20mm Hispano Mark IIs with 240 rounds. That's 120 rounds per gun, that's not too bad. It is supported by 4 machine guns with 1400 rounds, which is a good number to finish people off. Like I said, the plane is a lot of fun. You can do a lot of shenanigans with it. Very maneuverable and surprisingly good to get the altitude with. So I would definitely recommend you this plane. It's a nice premium to do some grinding with in tier 5 or even tier 4 or whatever you need in the Russian tree, especially if you're used to the British planes. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.